Hi, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Friday, and you know on Fridays we like to give you a little something special to kick off the weekend. Now I've got an artist, it's kind of folk, kind of rock, but it's a whole lot of fun. I'm just going to read you a little bit about him right now. It says he's been a pioneer of the folk roots rock sound for more than 4 decades. Navigating the twists and turns of an acclaimed career that's taken him from gold records to Grammy nominations, from New York's CBGB, and maybe some of you know that club that I'm talking about, right, down in the Bowery, to Nashville's Bluebird Cafe. We're talking about the artist Steve Forbert. Don't get him confused with Stephen Colbert. Not the same guy. Steve Forbert, and the album I have in my collection, Alive on Arrival, 1978. Now, he was getting a lot of airplay on our local FM station. AM radio, not so much, not really their style of thing, right? Kind of folky. Show you the other side of the album there. And again, he was being touted as the next Bob Dylan. Now, this has happened a few times, right? And it's not always a label that benefits the artist. But I can see how they got that. I mean, playing guitar, harmonica, doing folky type songs. He's got a vocal style that's very unique as well. And I remember they had the same comment. They thought Mark Knopfler was kind of copying the Dylan style of singing, but that was just his style. Forbert had a style as well. And I picked up this album. I didn't really have many more albums from him because you didn't hear him a lot. Again, only FM radio was really carrying it. It wasn't something that AM radio was promoting. But I found this an excellent album. It's a lot of fun, a great album to kind of kick off your weekend with, and we've been trying to do that lately, right? Give you something fun to, you know, cruise home in, to end off the work week and start your fun weekend. This would be one. Let's just give a look at who's playing on this album with him. We've got Stephen Berg on lead guitar, Barry Lazarowitz on drums, Hugh McDonald, I think we've mentioned him a few times here, on bass and electric guitar, Robbie Corndor on piano and organ, Harvey Shapiro, pedal steel, and David Sanborn on alto sax. Now, David Sanborn, sessions alto player, also was recording his own albums. I think we talked about him during the Linda Ronstadt show, where he performed a great sax solo on one of her tunes in the Born in the USA album. A member of Gil Evans' Monday Night Orchestra, and was a big part of Gil Evans' album, The Gil Evans Plays Jimi Hendrix. Talked about that back in the Evans episode if you want to check it out. Tunes he was doing. Big hit from this song, or album, Going Down the Laurel, was probably the one that sticks out in my mind, the one I heard most on the radio. Steve Forbert's Midsummer Night's Toast, Thinking, What Kind of Guy, and It Isn't Going to Be That Way. There's side 1. Side 2, Big City Cat, Grand Central Station, in March 18, 1977. Tonight I Feel So Far Away From Home, Settle Down, and You Cannot Win If You Do Not Play. Okay, single album set, nothing extra, right? We got a little bit of liner notes on the back here just telling us who's playing and some information about the recording, but it's basically just a music album to listen to. Now, Steve Forbert, yeah, there's lots on the streaming networks, digital downloads. Do you know he's still out touring? Now, this is back 1978, so what are we talking now? We're talking a good 44 years ago. He's still out playing, still doing gigs. He's got a number of albums out. Again, you can see this young guy on here. This is very early in the career. Videos available. Check him out on YouTube. Check out his website. Lots of good information on there. Merchandise that you can pick up. Some videos you can watch. A little bit of history about him. He's an interesting guy. If you haven't heard about him before, he's worth giving a listen to. If you were like me and you were aware of him back in the 70s, hey, time to catch up. Let's go back and give him another shot. It was an interesting fellow, and I think it was just the style of music. By the 1980s, we were getting into, you know, a whole different style, and it was hard to find a place to fit somebody like this. FM radio did it because they had some specialty kind of programming, but AM radio didn't really have a spot. So it's been great that he's been able to continue on, made a big career out of it, still out there giving back. And for me, great way to kick off your weekend. See Forbert, Alive on Arrival, the one from my collection. Okay, that's it for another week on Waxing On. Everybody have a great weekend. Hope everybody stays safe. Look after each other. We're still on that verge with COVID, so hey, don't let your guard down. I know some countries aren't paying as much attention as others, but hey, it's still around. We want everybody to stay well. See you on Monday. Until then, take care, stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.